There's a lot of coins that I would consider to be kind of iconic coins. Coins that are, kind of almost transcend collectibility. This is one of those coins. This coin only exists because of the tragic assassination of John F. Kennedy. Were it not for that assassination, November 22nd, 1963, we would still be spending Franklin half dollars. The United States government doesn't change the design on their coins very often. The Lincoln cent's been going around for over 100 years. The Jefferson nickel's coming up on 100 years. The Roosevelt dime is 80 years. So we would still be spending Franklin half dollars. But that happens. America rushed to memorialize John F. Kennedy, and they did so on the largest circulating coin of the time, which was the half dollar. So they make this 1964 Kennedy. Now, because this happened late in 1963, understand making coins, designing coins, creating dies is a whole different process in 1964 than it is today. These dies literally needed to be kind of, in essence, hand carved. So what they did is they took his inaugural medallion and used that as the basis of the obverse of this coin. They then actually went to Jackie Kennedy and had her approve the design. And it's crazy because at the end, if we get in close on that, she added extra hairlines in there to give them, in essence, a fuller head of hair. If you look at a coin, a Kennedy half dollar from today, they've kind of flattened those hairlines out. This is the original look that they had that gave it this kind of, in essence, fuller head of hair. So first thing, it's the first year of issue. Big deal. Big deal. First year of issue, always important. It's brilliant uncirculated. So they always say, buy the highest grade that you can afford. Well, these are stunning, original, brilliant uncirculated coins. I'll get to those here in just a second. The other interesting thing that makes this a very iconic coin as we approach the 60th anniversary of the Kennedy half dollar, with this being that first year, is the fact that it is the only Kennedy half dollar that was done in solid silver. 65 to 70 were done in 40% silver, and after 1970, from 1971 to present, Kennedy half dollars are made with 0 silver in them after 1970. But the only year that it was made in 90% silver was the first year of issue, 1964. That creates some issues for collectors. First of all, it's highly sought after because it's first year of issue. People always love the bookend coins. I love the look of that coin right there. That shows you the incredible brilliance that we have on the coin. People love the bookend coins, first and last. Well, we don't have the last, so all we have is the first. Secondly, because it was a circulating United States government issue coin in 1964, the government made a fair number of them. People actually stood around in lines around the block at banks just to get change at the time, is what it happened to. So these coins were put away as brilliant uncirculated coins. But the other thing that happens is relatively after the release of this coin, 1979 to be exact, silver skyrocketed. So this was basically 50 cents if you could get to the bank in 1964. 64 and in essence 65. It's basically 50 cents. By 1979, when silver went to $50 an ounce, this is basically $25. So people turned these in by the millions and millions and millions, and they were melted by the millions and millions and millions. So what that creates is a situation where there are far, far, far fewer of these coins than there were when they were originally made. I often talk about here, the silver shortage. And I always say more that has been mined or refined. The refining part is basically melting old silver coins. So these were melted, I would estimate, well in excess of 50% or more of the coins that were made by the United States Mint have been repurposed or melted down and lost forever. So that creates this incredible collector value. Now we're doing a banker's roll of 10, so we're $19.95 a coin. If I go to the nationally advertised catalog, I have the price on this as $54.50. $54.50. So for the roll of 10, you're at over $500. at retail. I have got them here not at $500, not at over $50 a coin, but at $19.99. I want to talk about the brilliant uncirculated part. A lot of these I bought these primarily as silver coins, just the silver, the melt value. The fact is they came to me as brilliant uncirculated coins. So I get to give you that numismatic value, that extra, what is that, 30-something dollars, let's call it $30 a coin, at no additional cost or charge. And so when I talk about brilliant uncirculated, you see me, I always move the coin like this. Because in uncirculated coins, what it does is, when a coin is struck, you have a blank planchet. As the silver flows into the voids of the die, it creates what are called flow lines. Those flow lines reflect light in a very specific way, and that's called luster. And when you turn this from side to side, you can see the luster that is on this coin. It looks like the cartwheel. It looks like the spokes of a wheel, particularly on the reverse of the coin. And then you have that incredible, iconic design of John F. Kennedy that you have that was on his inaugural medallion, officially approved by Jackie Kennedy. But so from a collector standpoint, and listen to this, there's nothing like the sound of silver. It has that bell-like quality to it when you have these original coins. And so then we have these original first year of issue coins. Now understand, these are not commemorative, so they've not been reprinted or restruck or redone in any way, shape, or form. These are absolutely 100% original coins that were put away, in essence, in 1964, and 60 years later, I'm able to bring them out to you and offer them to you for sale in this first year of issue. So once again, first year of issue, ultimately collectible. High grade, original brilliant uncirculated, so that makes them even more collectible. And then of course the numismatic value, because there's a tremendous silver value. The only year the Kennedy half dollar was done in solid silver, 90% silver, so it has the highest melt value and everything else of all of these Kennedy half dollars. When we call this a banker's roll, I have a roll of 10 of these, so this is the way it's going to look for you, and this is the way it's going to come to you, just like this. So it'll come in this handy tube. If you get the full roll of coins, if you buy 2 of these, the full roll, that'll be absolutely filled up to the top. With what that is, we do a banker's roll. I call it a banker's roll when there's basically half the tubes filled. We call that a banker's roll, and I have for decades and decades now. So what we've got is less than $20 a piece for one of the single most important, single most iconic coins ever made by the United States Mint. I'm assuming as we roll into next year, the United States Mint will do something for the 60th anniversary. Don't know exactly what. For the 50th anniversary, it was massive. They made it in solid gold. That coin's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. They did some special enhanced uncirculated and reverse proof and did all those things. I don't know what they're going to do for the 60th anniversary. And like I said, even if they do nothing, you're going to have additional interest in that just next year. Once we are at 2024, there will be additional interest, and so that collector value, which is already, as I said, in the nationally advertised catalog, over $50 a coin. In the nationally advertised catalog, we're over $50 per coin on this, making this banker's roll over $500 retail value, over $500 retail value. We are already offering what amounts to a 60% discount to the collector value of this coin that much more closely represents only the silver value of the coin. The fact that we were able to get these coins in brilliant uncirculated condition at, a tiny premium means I can sell them to you at a tiny premium. So instead of over $500 for the banker's roll of 10 that we have right here, we're going to be under $200. Instead of over $500, we are under $200. Now, obviously, given the condition, given the fact that silver has been absolutely exponentially increasing out there in the marketplace, my quantity on these are exceptionally limited at this price of $199. As silver goes up, my price has to go up. For right now, I've got 10 at under $20 a piece. First year of issue, only year that's solid silver, all brilliant uncirculated. Add them to your collection today. Pick up the phone and get in.